The one mindset that will make you poor forever. Some months ago, I received an email from one of my students. His email went something like, "I think I should not have to experience failures since I've been learning from you." My response to him was, well, it doesn't matter how many of my books you read. When you get out there to try something, you'll fail many times. More recently, a lady also wrote to me from Italy. She wrote something like, "I want to start a business, but I don't want to fail." My response to her was straight and blunt. If you don't want to fail, kindly remain an employee. You see, over the years, I've met and heard from different people, and one thing keeps showing up again and again, and that is, most people wish to have gains without many pains. In this video, I'm going to show you how this is keeping a lot of people from success and riches, and I'll recommend what you can do. If you're new here, consider subscribing so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Now take a moment to think about it. Why are most people in the world poor? If you ask 1,000 poor people this question, you will never get the real answer. They will tell you the rich keep everyone poor. The government is bad. Nobody helps me. Well, the real reason why most people are poor and unsuccessful in life is because they expect the road to their dreams to be easy. For instance, I know a friend who started 2 businesses and failed, and then he gave up and gave me some excuse. Millions of people all over the world are like this. When they set out to achieve their dreams, deep within them, they expect it to be easy. So when they fail, they cry and throw in the towel. As long as you have the mindset that expects life to be easy, you won't achieve any success. My life and struggles. My entire life has been all about fighting and fighting hard. I was born as a sickly boy, so I had to fight with rheumatism for the first 17 years of my life. Immediately when I started regaining my health, I decided to fight for my grades in school. I rose from the bottom of the class to become the best student. Just when I became a respected student, I left school without any degree and decided to fight for my financial freedom by building businesses. For my first 8 years in business, I fought with all the strength in me without any success. So, naturally, my idea of life is about fighting because I've never gotten anything in life so easily. Whatever I've got, I only got them after God gives me the grace to fight for them. That's why today when I look around the world and see people who make excuses, I know it's because they expect life to be easy. Stop expecting life to be easy. John F. Kennedy said, "To have peace, we have to prepare for war. In life, to get to heaven, you must be willing to go through hell. To get to a place, you must be willing to go through a prison." One African proverb says, "He who doesn't want to die cannot become a chief." This proverb was created because in the past, in Africa, to rule, you must be a fighter. And when 2 or 3 fighters were to compete for a ruling position, and then you know that one of them may lose his life. So it was very obvious that only those who were courageous enough to risk their lives would dream of becoming a ruler. The same thing is happening today. If you are not willing to risk your life, you will get nothing out of life. How the world programs you for failure. Don't ever think that you grew up in a society where you have any chance of success, because you don't. The reality is that you grew up in a society that wants you to be ordinary, just ordinary human. It all started long before you were aware of it. Since when you were a 3-year-old baby, you've been taken to a school where you'll be brainwashed for the next 18 years. In schools, you were taught that mistake isn't a good thing and that failure is for the fools. So when you get to the real world, your mindset is to get what you want out of life without many mistakes, and if possible, without any failure. This fear of failure is so terrible that many people live all their life dreaming of what they want to do but never do it. Some people have been dreaming of becoming a musician since they were 15, but they never do anything about it. Some wanted to be entrepreneurs, but after 2 failures, they threw in the towel. This is because they expect the journey to their dreams to be easy. Study history. One single thing that has helped me more than any other thing is the fact that I read more than most people, and one of the types of books I love happens to be biographies and history. So it happens that studying history and biographies has shown me certain things that are inevitable in life, and one of them is failure. After reading the stories and biographies of hundreds of people who have become successful in life, I see that every one of these people went through unbelievable amounts of failures, rejections, and mistakes. Because of this understanding, when I was going to the business world, I simply told myself, "Guy, you have 10 tough years of failures right ahead of you." While most people who are starting business usually expect instant success, I was expecting mistakes and failures. I was expecting failures because I simply have never seen anyone who built a company from scratch and does it without losing some of his blood on the way. Not only in business, nobody has ever achieved anything of significant success in life without enormous failures. So expecting big success in any field without terrible mistakes and failures is like expecting a baby without the pains of pregnancy. Here is my advice for you. It's simple. Change the way you look at the world. Stop thinking that life is a smooth road that you can easily drive through. Instead, start seeing rocky roads filled with stones and thorns. Your mindset about life should be the mindset of a soldier about war. For a soldier, pain is inevitable because soldiers have to fight. For anyone who wants to achieve financial prosperity and success, mistakes and failures are inevitable. Soldiers don't expect life to be easy. You shouldn't expect life to be easy. Soldiers don't wait for the enemies to come and meet them at home. You cannot afford to wait and expect things to happen. You have to get out and fight for what you believe is yours. Don't be deceived. Nobody will give it to you because nobody cares about you. You have to go out there, get your hands dirty, fight and fight hard until you get what you desire out of life. It's a callous world, and so will it be forever. Accept this reality and be willing to make sacrifices. Read new books if you have to. Connect with new people if you have to. Don't buy new clothes if you have to. Sell your cars if you have to. Live in smaller homes if you have to. Abandon social media if you have to. Give up partying if you need to. Forsake some friends if you have to. Have much sleepless nights if you have to. Make 1,000 mistakes if you have to. Fail 1,000,000 times if you have to. No matter what it may take you, fight. Even if it's difficult, fight. Even if you are losing, fight. Even if you have a single last drop of blood in your vein, use it to fight for your dream because you deserve it and you must get it.